In the dead of night, a woman's heel clicks echoed through the vast offices of a prestigious law firm. The noise is soon replaced by the sound of rustling papers as she stops outside a large oak door to fumble with a huge caseload of documents while trying to wiggle a key out of her tight pinstripe pants and insert it in the doorknob of her private office. After several annoying seconds and a near drop of the heavy caseload, she slides it in on and enters. Walking on in, she closed the door with a swift bump from her gem-sculpted thighs and dropped the mountain of paperwork, all due by the morning, on her desk. That's when she became aware of a dark silhouette of a man, made by the faintest light peering through her blinds. Suppressing a scream, a futile act at this deserted time of night, she reached for her desk light. "Please don't do that," came from the shadows. "What do you want from me?" she asked, taking a step back. "Just a little of your time, Miss Dubois." The man swiveled in her leather chair, revealing only stark white eyes with absurdly small pupils and a slither of teeth twisted in a grin. "How did you know my name?" she babbled as she tried to remember where her pepper spray was located. Then it came to her. "If it's money you want, it's in my purse." "No need for that, Miss Dubois." The man's grin widened. "You'll find that pepper spray won't have any effect on me." She stopped her slow reach for her purse. "What are you talking about?" "You know, but that doesn't matter. What does is what I can do for you." "And what's that?" Susan eyed him suspiciously. "The chance to know the mind of the judge, jury, and prosecution. Basically all the knowledge you'll need to win any case you want to." "And how can you do that for me?" She knew the best method for dealing with these types were to keep them happy and keep them talking. That's what they paid her to do, that and look good. But that was the last thing she wanted to do right now and raise the risk of being raped by this. "Stop that line of thinking now, or you risk angering me. Then I might do something you won't like." Horrifying images of torture defiled her mind. "But if you, how do they say it, play ball, you'll have the power to read minds among many other abilities." "What do I have to do?" She trembled in fear. "Don't worry. No blood oath required. You just sign a contract and the deal is done." "Can I read the contract?" "Sure thing." He snickered as his totally bald head disappeared into the darkness. After a few seconds of the sound of shuffling paper, when he finally did rear his ugly head up again, it suddenly disappeared with a deafening noise, spraying mucus and menstrual-colored fluids halfway across her office. She averted her gaze away from the mess in order to prevent herself from puking and adding to the horrible smell. When the man with the ruined head suddenly stood up, she fell backwards onto her ass. Then the door, which Susan saw now had a big hole in it, flew open, and a tall stranger stepped into the room, brandishing a revolver so big it could only be described as a cannon. Seeing the man raise the huge gun, Susan cowered behind a flimsy chair reserved for clients. And in that moment, she cursed herself for being so cheap.